No expense spared on our intro this week.
Welcome to the Nub Sessions.
So, the final conflict. This is episode 4 of our little pilot season for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've got a fantastic show lined up, as always, but this is extra special because we've got lots of bands on today we're very excited about. We've got The Native, who are just warming up, getting ready to play for us.
We've got Hedluv and Pasman, who's going to be a bit of a unique
clip.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic clip. You want to stay around for that one too.
Definitely.
Tommy Ashby as well. We're going to be doing an interview with him as well. So great show lined up for you, and a very, very special documentary about Cornish legend Al Hodge. Literally just finished editing that about 5 minutes ago. I'm not kidding you. So
that's the truth.
Hopefully it'll all look good and you'll enjoy that one. That's coming up later on.
Well, for no further ado, I think we should be introducing The Native, who's going to be playing their track, Chasing Highs. The Native. Woo!
Problem lies in national misinvestment. Problem isn't with voluntary ingestion. The problem lies in national misinvestment. Chasing her highs, she'll never be satisfied. Naive and desperate insensibility. Chasing her highs, she tries to leave her mind behind.
That was The Native. That was amazing, boys. Thanks. We're going to hear a couple of more tracks out of them a bit later on.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had a bit of a incredible time. Yesterday, a bit of fun, weren't we?
Yeah, we did. A couple of very funny lads came down and played for us, and we're very lucky to have had them in the studio. And well, I don't know how to announce this. We did a little interview, and then they played a track for us, which was fantastic. Hedluv Pasman, enjoy it.
Well, we've known each other since we were like 10, haven't we?
Five. We were in playgroup together. You
Oh,
came
yeah.
to my 8th birthday, but I'd say that, you know, you have like random kids at your birthdays when you're a child. But we became best friends in the last year of primary school, didn't we? So
Yeah.
since
Year
about
6.
age 10.
And we'd done some music together then in year 6 as well, hadn't we?
We had collaborated, yeah. They had a guy come in for a day to do a workshop. And
We wrote a little tune and stuff and play it in assembly and
performed it in assembly, yeah.
I only just found out today about the trip to New Zealand and the whole Flight of the Conchords connection. Can you sort of say how did that begin?
Yeah, we went up to Edinburgh to do the Edinburgh Fringe, so we stepped out of Cornwall, didn't we?
Big step, yeah.
A real big step for the first time, really, in like our 8 years of doing it. And Rhys Darby,
A.K.A. Murray.
Murray.
In Concords, he was doing his stand-up show at Edinburgh in a big sort of 700-seater. We were in a lot smaller venue. And they came along they brought a contingent. They had some acts that they were producing from New Zealand. And then they took us out for a curry, didn't they, on the last night, and then proposed this idea of going out to New Zealand and doing some shows for the New Zealand Comedy Festival. So we went out the next year, and then he came to the UK, and we did sort of 11 dates across the UK, and then that was the last time we saw him, I suppose.
Guys, thank you so much for doing the
Thanks.
Nub Sessions with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. And is there any other messages you want to send out to the Nub audience that are watching around the globe?
Just, you know, look out for each other.
easy now.
Hold tight.
Yeah, we're doing it like you never knew it could be done. Who else do you know that has this much fun? Banging drum pads like it's 1991. I'm going out of fashion, mashing Casio keys, digital symbols crashing. When all's done and dusted, we're gonna be bigger than busted before they bust it. Sweet like honey and hotter than mustard. No, I ain't being funny, cause I've been to the year 3000. And people are still listening to cosmic sounds, man. I'd like to welcome you to our difficult second album. Who knew we'd be back? More hypes, more psyched, mics at the ready. Hedluv Pasman and Ed, we hold it steady. We're holding it down for the Red Truth crew, milling round town. Another Saturday afternoon like we got nothing to do. In truth, we got a bunch, we just don't be starting nothing till after lunch. Man, I don't be getting up till after lunch, cause I'm doing it. Yep, I'm doing it, directly doing it. Yep, we're doing it, directly doing it. Yep, I'm doing it. I spend longer in the bathroom than Elvis Presley, cause I'm doing it. Yep, I'm doing it, directly doing it. Yep, we're doing it. Directly, I lost my remote down the back of the set. He didn't find it for a week, cause I'm doing it. It's the way down here, way down here. We don't do much in the day down here. I can't get a job or get paid down here, but there's nowhere to spend it anyway down here. That's okay down here. I walk through a lovely landscape down here. That's the pace down here. It's country lanes, no motorways down here. It takes as long as it takes down here, so I'm doing it. Yep, I'm doing it directly. When I drink tea, it's usually Tetley. I came from the 20th century, traveling at the speed of time, and I reckon that I might just make it in the nick of time. If they wait a minute at the finish line and fall asleep, they'll get beat by me, the tortoise. But I'm doing it like the chorus. Directly. Yep, I'm doing it directly. Directly. Yep, I'm doing it directly. Directly. Yep, I'm doing it directly. Directly. Are you doing it directly? Directly. Yep, I'm doing it directly. Directly. Yep, I'm doing it directly. Directly. Yep, I'm doing it. When it is on the mic. He's the E to the D, he's got it E to the Z. His maid made his bed, his mum made his tea. That's right. He's got it made but 5 days a week. He's got to get up early to pay for his keep. Up a ladder with a paintbrush. In a rush, matter do we have a late lunch? He works for his father, though he doesn't pay much. If he wants a home of his own, he's gonna have to save up paper, so he's doing it directly. I'm doing it, yeah, I'm doing it directly. We're doing it, yeah, we're doing it directly. Nub Sessions, are you doing it? How about you, Mark? You doing it? Been doing it, he's been doing it a long while. Teach you a few things. I'm telling you, here we go. Everybody on board with this one. Everybody say directly. 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 I can't hear you. A little louder. Can we go in now? Can we go in now? This side. That side. Back side. Front side. This guy. This guy. This guy. D-R-E-C-K-L-Y means later on. It's one Cornish dialect that still remains strong, which could be the reason why we take so long. But luckily Hedluv and Pasman are worth waiting for. We're like miners mining, you gotta put the time in, dig it out the grime, and it comes up shining. There ain't no diamonds, this town was built on tin, 'cause you gotta have something to put your baked beans in.
Ha, told you wouldn't be disappointed, right? Quite amazing, Hedluv and Pasman. Yeah, very unique. Right. Well, we're back to the boys at Native. Nice to meet you. I'll try and remember everyone's name. It's kind of a bigger situation going on here. We've got Ben on guitar. We've got Charlie. We've got Tom on bass. We've got Max on drums and Harry on keyboards. So, boys, how's it been? How's life been treating you of the COVID situation?
Right. Yeah, just been writing lots of music and keeping busy. Not really much gigs going on, but all you can do is write really and record and release music. So.
Right, and how do you work that out? How do you kind of communicate when you've had that sort of distancing?
Yeah, well, we've got like a little group chat which we use, and then we also have been doing like calls on Zoom and stuff.
Right.
And then we've obviously started meeting up now, which is good to feel for the songs. But,
fantastic. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I've just realised you did a new video for your new single, right?
Yes, we did, yeah.
And that was brilliant, actually. And you had Cosmo Jarvis, who was directing it.
Yeah, Devon boy. Cosmo,
Devon boy, yeah, of course. Yeah, Devon stick together, right? Yeah. No, that was brilliant. So basically, as a breaking, as you are kind of breaking artists, as a band, you all kind of do other jobs as well. How do you find that? How's that been going for your?
Yeah, well, obviously at sort of any time it's hard sort of breaking into this industry, but especially with the pandemic, it's been tricky. But we've all just been, as Charlie said, just writing as much as possible. Obviously, we're all still working, but we're just hoping that at some point someone's going to pick us up and take us to the next level.
Take it to the next level, yeah, brilliant. And it's, you know, yeah, that's fantastic. And we look forward to hearing more of your tracks. And what could I say? Let's go forward. And here we have The Native.
This is Frontline.
It's the last time as he comes in for the night, caught up in the feelings that she tries to hide. She told them things were different, but the scars don't lie. After 5 years
This next track is called Other Side. 1, 2, 3, 4. She said I had cold hands with these turning tides and forgotten lands. Floating in as the flung spray flies, we set tight. Come and light to see your stars, these horses in white. People come and people go, like these wired fires, they keep on burning. If you're not gonna speak, then how am I supposed to know when these elm tops breathe? They keep on drifting. Oh, yeah, yeah. Come and light to see your stars, these horses in white. I walk alone on the other side of us. Oh, I walk alone on the other side of us. I walk alone on the other side of us. Oh, I walk alone on the other side of us. Oh, yeah.
They're going to be playing another track for us towards the end of the show. But now, I'm very fortunate to be joined by Mr. Tommy Ashby.
Hello there, hello.
How are you?
Very well, yeah,
Excellent.
doing all right.
Haven't seen you for ages.
I know, it has been a while.
You okay?
Yeah, doing all right. Weird times.
How have you been managing through the weird times?
All right, good. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of touring, but we moved house, so that was something to keep us amused. Yeah,
Oh,
so that was
great.
exciting. Moved out of a little one-bedroom flat in London into the countryside, so.
Oh, whereabouts are you?
Suffolk.
Oh,
That's where my girlfriend's from. So yeah, it's beautiful. I've never seen like an English summer. It's amazing.
Oh, right.
It's kind of like some kind of novel from I don't know. It's beautiful. So it's been really fun.
Horses galloping through the fields majestically.
Exactly.
that sort of thing.
I've like, as I'm a little bit of a geek, to be honest, and I've actually become a little bit of a bird watcher. So and that's like
what do they call it? Is it Twitch?
A Twitcher. Well,
Twitcher.
yeah, I've been. It's been great. I've suddenly just got into it, so that's quite fun.
That's brilliant. sort of a rock and roll Bill Oddie.
Yeah, well, exactly. And, you know, maybe it'll feed into the music somehow, you never know. I haven't found a way yet, but...
I'm looking forward to hearing the concept album now about
Bill Oddie was a
birds.
musician, right? So...
Yes, he was.
So,
yeah,
you know...
I think guitarist.
Yeah,
that's right,
what are they called? Anyway, yeah.
The Goodies, yeah.
That's the one.
Brilliant. So, have you been recording in this new house?
Yeah, so... there's a recording studio in the back garden. So, so I've been kind of setting that up, and that was the first little bit, and then... Just same as these guys, just writing and recording as much as possible, I guess. You know, that's all we can do really at the moment.
Totally.
So yeah, it's been really cool. New space and new sounds, and kind of trying to do a bit more myself, which has been fun. So yeah.
Excellent. I heard that you've got is it a duet that's coming out next year?
Yeah. So the reason I'm down is because I'm recording in Devon at the moment with a guy called Chris Bond. And I've been writing stuff with him, and then I'm going down to St Agnes to do some recording with another guy called Sam O'Kill. So it's like all around this area, which you know, a beautiful place as well. So,
but not here, Tommy. What's
not
the deal?
In this exact studio. Well, I mean, we've rehearsed here before. I love. No, yeah. So I've kind of getting ready for an album next year, and some duets with a girl called Lydia Klaus. So getting them all finished off. It's pretty exciting. Kind of trying to do it before Christmas, so that everything's ready to go in January, February.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we had a brief chat before we started the interview, because obviously there's the connection with Jamie Lawson, and we interviewed him a few weeks ago, and you've been doing a bit of stuff with him, but remotely, is that correct?
Yeah, bits and bobs playing. He's been doing really well, putting out EPs, so kind of we've played on a few of them, and it's always just nice when someone sends you a track and says, just do your thing, and you know, I always hope that my thing's okay, but it seems to, you know, they keep sending stuff, so he keeps sending stuff, so it must be all right.
It's a good sign.
Yeah,
keep getting the work. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And in terms of other releases, is there anything else sort of coming out on the horizon? I'm just sort of trying to think of things that the fans might be interested in buying, or people that haven't heard you.
Yeah, well, actually, I was just there was I forgot about this, but Fern Cotton has a Happy Place podcast.
Yes.
Which is popular, and there's an album that she's just put out of kind of songs that are supposed to be kind of helping people, because it's been a really weird time and everyone's been kind of feeling a bit odd. And so I wrote a song for that, which was just kind of trying to be, you know, hopeful and also trying to, you know, everyone struggles mentally with these kind of situations. So that album's really nice, and that's came out a few weeks ago. So that's out just now, but my new stuff, January, February will be new stuff, and then hopefully an album towards the end of the year. So
fantastic.
There is plenty of stuff going on.
That's great. And in terms of getting hold of your stuff, what's the best way in terms of like iTunes or Bandcamp?
Yeah,
I
mean, it's all the usuals. So like there's the streaming services, all Spotify and Apple Music and all that sort of stuff, and then. Yeah, hopefully I've been doing some live streams like this wonderful thing, but just from a little house studio. So obviously not quite at this level of expertise, but you know, I try.
Excellent. And in terms of your social media, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? Is
like
platforms.
Tommy Ashby, so Tommy Ashby Music on Instagram and Twitter, and then same on Facebook and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty hopefully pretty findable. Google. You know.
Yeah. Fantastic, man. Well, you're going to play a track for us now, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's it called and what's it about?
Well, it's called Apollo. It was actually my kind of love letter to London, because a lot of my songs were, you know, I'm originally from Scotland and a little town in the borders called Innerleithen people, and moved to London and just found it a bit of a weird experience. Kind of, it was just a big contrast. And so a lot of my songs were about that, but then this one was like, you know, there's loads of cool stuff about London. Like it's it's been hard during this time that kind of maybe those things have been dim, but like every night you can go out and see a cool band somewhere, and there's about 10 bands on one street, you know, and so it's kind of about that London life, and it doesn't, you know, driving through after a gig, and it's a beautiful city. There was one night where I got stuck in, I'm a runner, and I'd injured my leg, and so I wasn't able to walk home, so I ended up cycling through the city at 3 a.m. And it's beautiful, you know, the waterfront on the Thames is just so nice. So anyway, that's what the song's about. It's kind of a love affair with London.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to hearing it very much.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go and get ready for that.
Cool.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a little chin wag again later on.
Please.
Thanks, Tommy.
Cheers.
While Tommy's getting ready, I'm just going to tell you a few things. Number one, subscribe. Don't cost nothing. And it helps us a lot because at the moment we're trying to generate more interest in the show so that we can come back and do a proper series in the very near future. So getting subscriptions and support from you all is paramount. It's so important. The other thing is, don't forget, we've got the Al Hodge documentary coming up shortly. I think just after Tommy we're going to play that. Well, not long after Tommy. We're going to have a little news section first. But as I pad for time a little bit more, just keeping... Yes, I'm getting the thumbs up, Kenneth. He's now ready. And I'm going to hand you over to the wonderful Mr. Tommy Ashby.
This song's called Apollo.
After all the music when your feet can hardly walk, kicking a long way through all the bottles on the floor, ear to my chest, to my heart. You know I'm losing it in your arm. Past the crazy shot, listen to the truth. Past so many cabs lined up by the tube. Will I ever stop thinking about you? 'Cause I don't have any answers, but I know what I think about us. When I'm driving through the city with you, it's like they got all of the lights turned low. And we're 50 and a 30, and you're talking dirty in the front. It smells like new love. It smells like new love. Fairground bridges, night traffic like a tide. Slow minutes, we're losing track of time. Black River to take us home. It's all quite beautiful. Like people see Jesus in the clouds. Like lovers see lovers in a crowd. You'll always be what I see now. 'Cause I don't have any answers, but I know what I think about us. When I'm driving through the city with you, it's like they got all of the lights turned low. And we're 50 and a 30, and you're talking lady in the front. It smells like new love. It smells like new love. Oh, wide awake. Oh, I can't close my eyes. Oh, wide awake. No, I can't wait to see you on the line. Like a good arrow from Apollo, bright like the sunrise. Do you wanna know what that feels like? 'Cause I don't have any answers, but I know what I think about us. When I'm driving through the city with you, it's like they got all of the lights turned low. And we're 50 and a 30, and you're talking dirty in the front. It smells like new love. It smells like new love. 'Cause I don't have any answers, but I know what I think about us. When I'm driving through the city with you, it's like they got all of the lights turned low. And we're 50 and a 30, and you're talking dirty in the front. It smells like new love. It smells like new love.
That's Tommy Ashby there. Thanks, Tommy. We're going to hear another track from him later on in the show.
Fantastic.
But...
It's news time.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Great. That was good,
That's
Tam.
the new,
that's the new theme.
theme.
The new theme has
Just
come
for
along.
one episode only.
Yeah. Right on. So, news. Well, I've been looking at news and I just found out Sinead O'Connor is going to be releasing another album in 2021, first one after 7 years.
Wow.
And that's pretty amazing. Look forward to hearing that.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah.
And the Idols will be at the Eden Sessions later on next year, summer next year. I know.
I've been playing that album non-stop for the last week.
It's quite incredible. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. And we can talk about, we'll kind of mention about the stagehand supports, the charities from there.
Yeah, you know a little bit more about that than I do, this particular one. What does this involve?
The actual stagehand is an auction for selling off really famous prints of photographers that have kind of put forward to help stagehands, stage crews in this kind of rather difficult situation with pandemic, because certain people can't, freelancers won't be able to get furloughed and stuff. So this is a charity set up to kind of promote, to help struggling crew hands and the sort of ground crews that keep all our music industry alive, really, especially in the live circuit.
Absolutely. So is this the one where there's something special happening, isn't it, with the photographer taking the pictures? Do you know what that's about? Taking pictures through windows of various crew members, is that?
Well, he's taking kind of pictures of various performing artists, really. Anyone ranging from top British artists like, should I mention the Native?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? The Native, yeah, get a print off for them. And it usually comes in, it's like every unique artist will come out, and basically there'll be amazing photos from very famous photographers. It'd be just worthwhile checking out Stagehands. I think it's stagehands.com. I think it's the actual kind of site to get onto.
Great. Have you got any other... Hit me with some more news. Have you got any more news?
Hit you more news?
I'm hungry for more news. I've got a couple of things here, but I'll wait till you...
Oh, no, I think you've got the kind of... You've got the fire, man.
Well, this is a shameless plug for the Johnston family. The Davy Johnstone Band has just released a new single on iTunes, so I promised I'd mention that. So go and check it out. Davy Johnstone Band, iTunes, Spotify, and enjoy. Also, news just in from Mr. Joe Partridge. He'll be filming an account of his guest artist appearance on Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds, the late 70s album that was absolutely massive, featuring Phil Lynott and Richard Burton, David Essex, Julie Covington, among many others. Also, Neil Halstead, who was based here at Airfield Studios as well, is working on a new solo album and a slow dive album. So,
wow, slow dive, back on it again.
Absolutely.
That's brilliant.
So, look forward to that one. Have you got anything else for me there, Mal? Or?
No, I think we're kind of up on that news, apart from in the female crew auctions as well. Charity, another charity base for female crews in and around the UK that are in a sort of same situation, and there is a charity base for them. I can't remember the actual link, but we'll mention it, or we'll put it up on a link for you later.
Was this we talked about it last week?
We did,
That's the F list. I remember that from last week. So if you Google whatever your search engine is, I don't know what you kids do nowadays.
Yeah.
But
does anyone use Safari anymore?
What's that? Gwen, is that like Gwen Safari? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Also, recently, Al Hodge, local Cornish legend, has just released his back catalogue. Well, obviously he hasn't himself, but his family have, and so many things are coming out at the moment to do with Al. I urge you, if you've never heard of Al before, to check him out, because he is such a respected musician down here, and has been for many, many years. And we're endeavouring to sort of change that slightly with a documentary that I've been working on for the last few days. It's been put together very quickly. I must put that forward first of all. And I need to also thank everyone that got involved to help me turn this around so quickly. And it's a 10-minute documentary, but I think you're going to enjoy it. And if you've never heard Al before, hold tight.
Yeah, for real.
It's a pretty amazing story, and a pretty amazing guy as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to run this VT.
Tonight, I've come to Bodmin to meet a musician who is a legend in the West Country. He's rehearsing for his latest tour in the hall behind me. He is the incredible Al Hodge.
If you want my soul,
music first start in your life?
Probably age 12. The Shadows were the first band that started me off, listening to Hank Marvin on the old radio. I thought, that's it, I don't want a paintbrush, because I wanted to be a painter or decorator, see?
Right.
I thought I wanted a guitar. So I begged my dad for a guitar, and he went up in Plymouth and bought me one.
I hadn't seen him or the Mechanics, so I watched the first set and the fear was already in my eyes because Al was just such a monstrous player. He was just absolute raw power to sublime, delicate touch. He was just a consummate player, and he would frighten any guitar player.
We grew up as kids in Bodmin. We played football together and all things like that, and the music came next. When Al went to secondary school, you know, he played that famous foot tapper thing.
Yeah, he was 13 years old, but he was too young to be in the contests with the band. So he basically played lead guitar behind the curtain, and they won.
He joined the Jaguars and was part of that. It was Beatles, it was Shadows, it was covers of the day. Al left then to go professional, and I took over on lead guitar from Al in the Jaguars. But he came back to Cornwall and joined the Gin House because Dick gave him a job on the building sites. You know, we weren't just a group, it was a gang really, you know, with the original double-wheeled transit mattresses in the back. He's so quick to learn things, you know. When he was playing in the Jaguars, we used to support big bands, and he'd stand there watching the guy, you know, the lead guitarist.
Mrs. D. Pennington wanted some Eric Clapton, so did Bodmin.
And then he'd go away and he could play it for the next day. Note perfect, you know.
Johnny Lloyd of Plimpton wanted some Jimi Hendrix.
Who did he rate as guitarists go?
He loved Clapton, he loved Steve Lukather, Larry Carlton. Absolutely loved Larry Carlton. I mean, his biggest inspiration when he was young to ever start guitar playing was Hank Marvin.
He was working from the sawmills and they needed a bass player. He got in touch one day and the Mechanics was born out of that.
The session men have formed a band called the Mechanics. Alan Eden is their drummer and one of the men who runs sawmills.
The studio here allows us to finance projects, otherwise we wouldn't have the money to do. We can get in for a day in between paying customers' work.
Thank you. Hello, welcome to the show. Introduce you to the band. First of all, there's Dave Quinn on bass.
Dave who?
Dave Quinn. Our skin specialist. Behind here is Alan Eden.
What sort of skins?
I'm Big Al, collectively known as the Mechanics, so if you want an oil change, don't come to us. Catch you, listen to this.
You were just 17, in between angelic and the slightly obscene, but just 17. Shame you're just a picture in a magazine.
The owner of the sawmills knew an American keyboard player called Billy Livesey. He was Leo's MD. Leo said, I need a rhythm section. So Billy said, oh, I've just been recording with these guys that are called the Mechanics. He said, you should give them a spin.
I feel a thunder in my heart. Baby, I'm losing control. I feel a thunder in my heart, way down deep to my soul.
He toured with Leo for a couple of world tours for over a sort of 3 or 4 year period, and he missed us, he missed Mum, he missed Cornwall. He genuinely didn't feel like he wanted to do the Leo thing anymore. And it wasn't just the Leo, it was just he wanted to come home.
Al Hodge from Cornwall's been playing the local circuit for years, but not with this enthusiastic backing singer.
I was at work at the Bodmin fire station. I had a phone call from Mum saying Dad had a funny turn. He had been completely well up to then, absolutely fine. One thing led to another, blood test, and then all of a sudden he's having sort of MRI scans, etc. And that's when the news broke that he had a brain tumour. No matter how, far gone Dad was and how close he was to the end, he still had those moments of humour.
The very last gig he did, there were times when he was struggling now to hold it together, but he still played great guitar.
The last time I saw her, I was in the hospital and went and just chatting to him, and I was giving him a hug, and he just said, "You're a lovely, gentle man, Steve." And I could feel it sort of running up, and I gave him a kiss and said goodbye, and knew that was going to be the last time I see him.
And a couple of days later he went. But a couple of weeks later, the most extraordinary sight outside the church in Bodmin. The whole town seemed to have come out.
Oh, yeah.
It was full of musicians. It was a beautiful day. I remember it. I remember people saying, "We've got to do something for your dad." And it was easy, Tam, because everyone knew Dad, everyone wanted to help. It's 2007. We had the first L stock. It was going to be a one-off. And here we are now in 2000 and literally nearly 21, and it's gone from strength to strength.
There's nothing better than being on stage and lights up and
off you go.
Yeah, great. I love it.
Do you guys still play Mechanics songs together?
We haven't since the last time we played with Al.
No.
It wouldn't be the same. It just wouldn't feel right, How do you replace him,
That's all we've time for, how the minutes fly by. This is Al Hodge in Bodmin for West Country Live.
Love, because I know how much love there is for Al. It doesn't really matter how many times I watch that clip, particularly towards the end of it, always get very emotional, and I hope it has the impact to prompt some of you to go and listen to his music if you've not heard of Al before. So hope you enjoyed it. I have no idea what you guys thought, but hopefully we'll get some comments through about that. Yeah. What did you think?
I thought absolutely amazing. What an incredible musician.
He was. He was a legend.
And I would like to say a shout out, for donations towards any cancer charities. They always need sort of donations for, to kind of eradicate this whole cancer thing going on.
That's a good call, buddy. A good call.
And just if you have a favourite charity within the cancer charities, I would suggest donating.
Cool. Right, well, we're going to keep things a little bit light for the time being and go back to the very lovely Tommy Ashby, who's going to do a song for us now called Guilty. So take it away, Tommy.
at your feet, to lay you down amongst the ruins. And I know you'll find me guilty. And I know you'll find me guilty. My love, you know that I will never learn. I built it just to watch it burn, to lay you down amongst the ruins. And I know you'll find me guilty. And I know you'll find me guilty. And I know that I lied. And I know that you're tired, but I just can't seem to help myself. I just can't seem to help myself.
Excellent, brilliant. Gonna fly a few questions over to you, Tommy.
Righto.
What's on?
What's on?
Yeah.
Not much.
One thing I was gonna ask you, right?
Yeah.
What can't you do without during lockdown?
I'm a bit of a biscuit fiend.
Oh.
So writing songs, probably digestive biscuits.
Digestive, no chocolate?
No chocolate, there's definitely chocolate.
Oh, got to be the chocolate,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, lots.
Dipping in tea?
Or actually, I've discovered those thins. They're called, like,
oh, yeah, the
digestive
crispy thins.
Dangerous.
I know, you could go for a packet quite easily like that.
Yeah.
But I can't really, because I'll have a hypoglycemic and that'll be the end of that.
I'm sorry about that.
Not good. All right, well, I'm going to ask the same question to the native. I think I'm going to put this to Charlie. What is your lockdown skill?
Lockdown skill. Like, what have I learnt in lockdown?
You've had all this time to develop, ninja skills, or
I learnt to play the trumpet very badly.
That's fantastic. I think it's very impressive.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I don't want to play any because I'm not very good yet.
Next album.
Yeah, maybe.
Second album. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I like that.
Wow.
I think it's socials time.
Yes.
Oh, here's my lovely assistant. Thank you,
right on.
Melissa. Very kind. What have we got here? Lots of hearts from Luke Hodge. God bless you, Luke.
Oh, nice one, Luke.
Lovely documentary, says Hannah Simpson. Thank you, Hannah. Very kind of you to say so. Pam Donaldson. Hey, Pam. Cheeky monkey. We love Hedluv and Pasman. Brilliantly bonkers. They certainly are.
Yeah, definitely.
Jennifer Brown says, I'm the native joining my list. Great also.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Yep. I'm sure there'll be more. It won't just be one fan, but yeah, Jennifer Brown is definitely down with you guys. I was trying to rap there. It didn't really work very well. That was lovely, Tommy. Also says Jennifer Brown. This is fantastic. We've got lots of lovely comments. Quality says Justin Edley, who happens to be one of the best drummers in the country, I would say, maybe even the world. CMN, I just love Tommy. CMN. Do you know
CMN.
CMN, who is that?
CMN.
I have no idea, but...
There you go.
Thank you.
Edward Rafferty. Hey guys, loving the show. We've got some burgers on the way up for you. Thanks, Rafferty.
Thanks, Rafferty.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
We love Rafferty's brilliant. They're in the village,
Fantastic.
just down the
up
road. Yeah, the village in the model wife, model life, model village.
Yes.
Yay, Apollo says Lizzo 13. She likes Apollo.
Thanks, Lizzo.
Thanks, Lizzo. John Caulfield says boo. Piss off, John.
Yeah,
Caulfield.
you know what, John?
Yeah. Why don't you come up here? We'll.
Yeah, we'll sort you out,
we'll
mate.
Boo you in a minute.
Yeah.
And I can't read this guy's name because my brain isn't working. Not a horticulturalist. I had to have that explained to me. I don't know what that's all about. Hedluv and Pasman. Okay, that makes yeah. I'm sure for a lot of people it was a bit like what has happened.
Yeah.
Wow, these guys have a strong Christmas energy. I bet that's for Hedluv and Pasman as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I think that that's enough for now. Obviously,
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, definitely keep subscribing. Very important.
Yeah, you know.
And come and see us on our Facebook and Instagram, and I think we've got a Twitter page as well. I have no idea.
I think so.
Next Friday, we're going to have a special roundup show, just of the highlights from the last 4 weeks. You know, looking at clips, thinking about the good old days, reminiscing about the times that we forgot names and said things that were wrong.
Smashed mics and things like that.
Yes, the times I said things when I thought the microphones were off, but they weren't.
That was the funniest.
I mean, who does that kind of thing? I don't know. Very unprofessional.
It certainly was.
But, yeah. What else, Mount? What else do we have to tell the great public around the world?
Well, the great public is that we're going to be, hopefully, back by the end of January, beginning of Feb to do...
I'm going on holiday, mate.
Yeah, I know. You're going to run away, so am I.
Yeah. I
to
want my
come back
life
with
back.
a whole new series. So, you know, we need your subscriptions. We need you kind of supporting us. It's a great cause, and we'll have some amazing, amazing acts again for you next year.
Yeah, basically, we can't really move forward until we have the support and the funding to do it. So, you know, obviously, we'd appreciate any comments, any ideas that you might have, any recipes for things we can cook live on the show, that sort of thing.
Yeah, right.
Be really good. We really appreciate that. Well, I'm looking for Ryan to say
something.
You forgot to say that, Tam. Yeah, I'm getting the thumbs up, so I think my work here is done. I think we're going to sign off here now and say a huge thank you again to first Hedluv and Pasman for coming and doing that crazy film we did yesterday. That was a lot of fun.
And we can mention like some fantastic thank you to the Airfields, thank you to Cultivators, helped us, kind of pushed, helped us towards getting this off the ground. And
all the sponsors.
All the sponsors, which...
Rafferty's.
Rafferty's, that's the key, really.
Yeah.
Burger time.
They've come up on the screen.
Oh, there they are.
Arts Council England, Cornwall Council.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cultivator.
Cultivator.
European Union. And Her Majesty's Government, where she'll be carting us off to prison shortly. I'm sure,
yeah, as soon as this comes off here, we're off, aren't we?
Yeah, I think that's probably it. Well, thank you so much for watching for the last 4 weeks. I can't believe it's been 4 weeks. It seems to have kind of gone by in a bit of a blur.
Yeah.
But it's been a learning curve for all of us. We all have sort of leapt in at the deep end, having never made a sort of TV show before, but it's been incredible.
Yeah, and big up to the Nub Sessions team, Nub Audio.
In fact,
Give yourselves a pat on the back.
Let's have a round of applause.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. Couldn't be done without you. It's fantastic. Yeah. Amazing.
Just the technical angle of things alone has been amazing on this show. So anyway, come back next week and we'll talk a bit more about all that.
Yeah, we'll let you know more.
But in the meantime, I need to also say thanks to Tommy Ashby again for playing his lovely songs and having a chat with me. It was lovely.
Yeah, Hedluv and Pasman.
Yeah, and what we're going to hear now?
We're going to hear the final track by The Native, and it's titled...
Time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Nice one. Thanks for playing tonight. Thank you.
Playing to an empty room, empty faces looking back at you. Or the light from lit up screens, a crowd of modern day machines. Cut the air with a knife, break the silence with incessant light.